It's like the ass crack of dawn, or like it's too early. But I just woke up because I'm gonna run a 10K. This should be working. Anyway, if you were never here before, hey, I'm Hani. Welcome to this channel. I just do random stuff here, whatever I like, I guess. So today we're going to do something especially random once again, that nobody thought about me doing, but I thought about it doing, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna make a video of it. I know that not many of you have watched the show I'm gonna be talking about, and if you have, please be my friend, let's talk about this. It was heartbreaking, thank you very much. But the show I'm going to be talking about in this video is called Run with the Wind, or in Japanese, Tsuyoku Fuiteiru. My Japanese isn't well enough to read the kanji in that sentence, so I had Google pronounce it for me. I probably butchered it anyway. This is a show about running. And that premise sounds a bit like boring maybe, if it's just a show about them running. Like, how many episodes can you make about somebody running? Apparently 23, even though I personally would have said that they could have made a lot more and I would still be watching. I come across shows ever so often that are written so beautifully that you just care about the characters to a point where it's probably not normal anymore, and you feel with them so much that the end is just so heartbreaking to you. One, because it's an ending, and two, because you feel the total satisfaction of what the characters have reached across their journey and how they developed and everything. And I think that is a show that really showcased that. And what the show uses to showcase that is running. Running is not only the theme of the show, but also a metaphor for everything that is happening in the show. Everybody in the show is trying to deal with their own things through running at some point. And I don't know why that resonated with me, but I've been casually running before this challenge for about 3 months, I'd say, when quarantine started. Before those 3 months, I was the person that hated running. I hated it. I hated the thought of running, not because I wasn't like good at it, but because it just sounded so boring to me. Like, what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna run. That is so boring. That's such a waste of time. Like, in my head, running is such a waste of time. Somebody on Tumblr actually made efforts to compromise the training plans shown in the show into a training plan that, well, I could access and read and understand. And I was like, why not try the training from Run with the Wind and see how it goes. Actually, most of the runners in Run with the Wind are total amateurs in the beginning, and at the end of it, like, no spoiler, but they become really, really good runners. So even like one person that never like moved at all, he becomes like such a good runner, and it's like motivation 100. Like, can I become a good runner by following Haiji's program? I'm gonna be trying my best throughout this whole challenge. I'm gonna be focusing on the running plans while trying to also maintain some core work and looking out for nutrition and everything, because they don't really show these parts in the show. But I think it's very important if you follow a training plan like that, because that plan is intense, and I don't think it's a beginner plan, which is also why I'm only trying it now and not 3 months ago. If I would have been trying that 3 months ago, I would have been dead. I wasn't able to run a 10K 3 months ago, so I worked towards that first, so I would be able to at least follow the plan according to plan. There are some ground rules for me, because for me, a challenge is nice, a challenge is great, but at the end of the day, my health comes first, you know? And I am gonna be trying to follow this plan to the best of my abilities, but I'm not trying to overwork myself. I won't push myself if I know that on a day I don't feel good. I won't always go 100% if I have gone 100% for like 5 days consecutively. I'm gonna have to rest somehow in between. Also, like in the show, they always run on an empty stomach, I think, those 10K in the morning. I'm not gonna be following any of those show rules, because they also never show like intra-run nutrition, what they eat before and after a meal, but I think that's very, very important, and I actually made efforts to really research what I can do to maximize my recovery and to maximize my potential throughout this challenge. They are pushing to a specific time limit. I'm just trying to see how much or how fast I can go, you know? And then the second goal for me will be run a half marathon. Well, run one, because I've never run one before. And I have this dream that this year I'm gonna be running a marathon. Maybe next year, you know, but I want to run a marathon one day, and that is kind of like not the goal of this challenge, but it ties into the end goal, because if I can run a half marathon at the end of this, then maybe I can someday run a real marathon, you know? That's kind of like the thinking here. Anyway, now that you're all caught up to the plan, I'm gonna get running. Yeah, I'm going to look like trash throughout most of this video, which is why I wanted to look a little bit presentable at the beginning of this, because now you're just gonna see me sweating and no makeup and gym clothes. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you at the end of it. I I just came back from the first run. And I have to say, I actually felt pretty good. Like, I don't know what I expected, but it was easier than I thought. So the first run was a 10k at recovery pace. It was basically just run the 10k, finish the 10k, but don't rush the 10k. So I wasn't going for a personal record or anything. It was really nice. Like, I was just jogging and I was like looking at my surroundings and I was like, wow, this is a nice day, even though it was really cloudy and everything. My calves are already burning and I can only guess that because of this week I won't really have a rest day, that this will only get worse. The good thing though is that I have like new socks and they're really good for my feet. Like, I didn't get any blisters or anything, which I usually get. All in all, it went better than expected. Apparently my recovery pace for a 10k is at 5 minutes 49 seconds per kilometer, which is actually way better than I expected. I don't know, I thought my pace would definitely be at like 6 minutes something. The 10k I ran it under an hour, which is crazy. Day 2. I can't even get my eyes open. I'm so tired. So early because A, they run really early in the show as well, and B, I have a university meeting later, so I couldn't go running later or sleep a bit longer. At least it's already light outside since it's summer, so. Hi. I just came back from run number 2. Gonna give you a quick update on that. So it was another 10 kilometers. Mentally, it went really well, I'd say. I never once thought I'd have to stop or anything. While I was running it, I felt like I was like a little bit more sluggish than yesterday. And I felt like I was overall not as fast. Which is really funny because then I looked at my time at the end and I was a whole minute faster than yesterday. Mind you, I wasn't trying to up my time or anything, but I think the thing that's most interesting is that my paces evened out a lot more. So yesterday there were like my fastest pace and my slowest pace were like 1 minute something apart. But today all of my paces equaled around the same. It was better balanced overall. So today I'll be running race speed for a 5k, which this whole plan is actually designed to give you the best 5k time, I think, because they're trying to get that 5k time to qualify for the marathon that they're running in the show. It's not possible for me to reach at that time, but I do have, of course, goals for my 5k time, and I hope by the end of it, it is like under 25 minutes maybe. But I don't know if I can actively do that, but that would be like the goal, you know, that would be amazing. I think it's really hard to pace for a 5k. I find it easier to pace a 10k than a 5k because you just have more time and more playing room. While for a 5k, I feel like everything is so short and you're nearly like wanting to sprint, but at the same time don't sprint because you have 5 kilometers to go, you know. 25 minutes ago I said my goal for this challenge is to run a 5k in under 25 minutes. And I just ran a 5k in under 25 minutes. You're always better than you expect yourself to be. I swear I didn't practice for that or have ever reached a time like that. I guess I need a new goal. I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking painful. Like, I was running and I was thinking, man, I wish I could just run a 10k recovery right now. As I said, I will always give my all, and this is why I'm sweating bullets right now. I mean, if you could see under my shirt, it would probably be a waterfall. There was a minute where I think I might just unload my breakfast on the road again. Maybe I should have waited a little bit longer, but I have uni later right now, so I couldn't wait longer to digest the breakfast, and I knew that I wouldn't be able to push myself as hard if I didn't have anything beforehand. It was painful, but at the same time it felt so exhilarating. Is that the word? Exhilarating? When I reached that time, like at the end of the 5k, I was nearly breaking down in the middle of that park I was running at, and there were people going by me looking at me like, what the hell is she on about, I guess. Maybe this program is actually genius. Like, I'm so excited what I can do. Like, where's the limit? Might be some unpacked potential with running for me. I don't even know. Anyway, so yesterday I had the worst run yet. It felt crap. And today felt really good in comparison to that. But today I ran the 5k a whole minute faster than last time, which means my 5k PR now is 23:65. I'm rewatching the show as well because it's good motivation. Ooh, okay. Today is Saturday and today will be a more or less special run of some sorts because it's gonna be the first time I'm gonna run for like a longer time. On the plan is 10k recovery run and then also 2.5, so a 5 kilometer interval of speed work. So it's gonna be pretty tough. Also today is like really warm and sunny and hot outside, which is why I'm not in my usual running jacket and everything. It's actually nice weather today to run, so I'm pretty excited for that. I actually ordered this a few days ago because I looked over the training plan and I noticed that I am gonna have to run longer periods from now on, and I'm the kind of person if I don't get home in time and drink something, or also it's not healthy to not be drinking for so long and just running in the heat and losing a lot of sweat and electrolytes and everything. So today on my run I'm gonna bring a bottle of water as well, which we'll see how that goes. I actually tried it, it fits in here. And then I'm also gonna be taking one energy bar right here. If you run more than 1.5 hours or something like that, I'm not a running like genius or something. I don't know a lot of stuff, but I know that there's a point where your glycogen stores are just depleted, and if you want to keep running and not hit the wall, then it's a good idea to eat something during your training, especially because I'm doing speed work like at the end, not at the beginning. I'm gonna get ready to go out for my run. I'll see you afterwards if I survive. Oh, I'm so done as well. Wait a minute, where can I set this so that I can walk and sit and not move? Anyway, sorry, not sorry for looking disgusting. My hand is like, you can tremble. Okay, I can't hold the camera. I'm sorry, I need to set it down somewhere. I mean, it was okay. The first 10k recovery pace were like a normal recovery pace for me, I'd say, even though I got slower and slower towards the end. And I think reason why it was so hard is just because it was so hot today and I was just like sweating buckets. And then after the 10k I did like a 3-minute break where I ate my power bar and I had the water that I had with me, and that really helped fuel me some more. But I wasn't able to run those intervals that I ran after the 10k in race pace. I just couldn't. If you like had time and if you were somewhere with a racetrack where you could like set up a water bottle with cold water and you could have a real break and not just be in the middle of nowhere eating the little amount of water or drinking the little amount of water that you have with you. I am proud of me though for finishing. I ran the whole time, so that's one thing. I shouldn't be too hard on myself for not like reaching this lesson 100%. So it's Sunday, and just for clarification, I'm not gonna be running today. Still gonna push through with the program, but I'm gonna take some days, rest days from weeks to come and implement them today, for example, because even though I know that if I wanted to push myself I could be running right now, like it wouldn't be the worst possible thing, but I don't think it's the best possible idea either. I feel my muscles today for the first time, which is crazy because I've been running for 7 days and I think my mileage comes up to, which is a pretty high mileage for somebody who doesn't regularly run. So yeah, I think I should just take it easy today, give my whole body time to rest, and I think that will make the days or the training to come a lot easier and more enjoyable. I just finished my rewatch of the anime because I was slowly rewatching it as we were going through this challenge to like push me forward and keep moving, you know, motivation I guess. But the end just hits so hard in so many different ways. Like the first time I watched it I was just gone for the day. Like there were too many emotions. I mean, anybody who hasn't watched the show, please go watch it. It will make you a crying mess at the end, but I promise it'll be worth it. This here is just how I like my meals. Carbs on carbs on carbs. I basically recreated the kind of curry that they ate during the training camp, where they ate a lot, like the potato, carrot, vegetable curry. I didn't put protein powder in it like Haiji in the canon did, question mark, but at least like we already know that I have some freedoms in this challenge. Today is Sunday. Today marks 2 weeks since I started this challenge, and today will mark the end of this challenge for now, because I'm going to be attempting the first thing that I wanted to achieve. Oh my god, I'm shaking. Yeah, I'm going to be running my first half marathon today. Or I'm going to be attempting to run my first half marathon today. I shouldn't be so confident that I will do it. Even though I know that whatever will happen, I'm just going to push through, because that's just who I am. I'm so excited! I took yesterday off completely. I wanted to run yesterday originally, and then I was like, how dumb is that I was just running for 2 weeks straight and then I'm gonna run a half marathon. Like, of course my legs need to rest somehow, because like before big races you shouldn't be doing too much and everything. So I took yesterday off from running completely. I didn't do any sport. See you in this room 21 kilometers later. I'm 15k in right now. Right about now it's starting to get hard. Like I feel like I'm running on autopilot and my feet are half numb, half hurt. I don't know. Good thing is I feel like I do have endless energy. Like I don't feel like I'm gonna bonk right now, which is great. So yeah, I'm gonna stop filming because it's hard. Okay, bye. I did it. Let's get something to drink and then talk. I did it! I'm gonna do this in half sitting position. I have to say first, it was way easier than I thought it would be. I feel okay, I'd say. Ouch. Okay, my feet hurt. Okay, yeah, and walking is a bit hard right now, but not because of my muscles, more because of my feet. People might think, oh, it's so random that you just did that. Every part of this was thought through. Like, my meals were planned, what I ate yesterday was planned, what I ate today was planned, when I would start today was planned, what I would eat during and when through the run was planned. So I'm not a total dumbass that just goes out and runs without any plan, you know. That probably is why it felt so easy, because I came prepared. Just the biggest advice I can give anybody who's gonna try this challenge: just come prepared and come educated. Don't follow any plan without having thought about it first and having looked into the ins and outs of it first, you know. You have to tweak some things to fit yourself, you know, to fit your kind of body and what you can do. And I think 2 hours and 2 minutes, which is, it's not bad for my first half marathon or anything. But I guess my ego is just like, you could have run in under 2 hours. And maybe that would be true. I could have maybe run it in under 2 hours if the course was completely flat, but I had a very hilly course. Actually, my slowest time ever throughout the whole half marathon was at the beginning, because the beginning was hills, 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 hills. Then there was a part where it went down, 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 and then it went flat at the end. So at the end, my pace was more evened out. Like the second half of the half marathon, the last 10k, were very even in pace. I wasn't really fast or too slow. I was running my best pace, you know? But at the beginning, it was like up and down because of the hills. So I think if that wouldn't have been the case, then maybe I would have had the under 2 hour time. But I don't want to jinx myself. Like, there will be times in which I can try this out. Like at the end I thought, wow, I can't just go run another 20k. I could have honestly run a marathon today. That was how good I was feeling. Which I think came from the 500 grams of pasta I ate yesterday. No, but really, like yesterday was carb loading day. I ate so much yesterday, and I think that was a good idea. Well, I think everybody needs to, like, I heard from people that you shouldn't eat too much the day before, but I know myself, I think I can store a lot of glycogen in my muscles, so I was like, hey, I'm just gonna eat as much as I can fit into my body, and then I'm gonna run it all off tomorrow. So that's what I did. And yeah, I've been talking for 6 minutes, and I should probably get hydrated again and washed up, and I have different stuff to do today. But we're gonna talk again for my end thoughts of this challenge. Hi guys, it's me, who finally got around to editing this video. This has been like a month in the making, or at least I filmed it a month ago, but somehow so many things just got in between that, and this video was one of the bigger projects that I did. Just I want to say thank you so much if you watched until this point, or if you watched or clicked on this at all. It really means a lot to me because I put a lot of work in these videos. So yeah, I hope you liked it as much as I liked making it. Looking back on this challenge, I have to say the main thing I took from it is my love for running was kind of like ignited. I'm not doing many race pace runs nowadays, like after this challenge, because simply there is no need to if I just enjoy running a 10k recovery pace. But that's one thing that I took from this challenge as well. Like the 10k recovery pace run is my favorite run
now. I could always go for 10Ks, just recovery pace every day. That would be my ideal kind of world. I don't know. Just 10Ks are now close to my heart because I ran so many. Again, I encourage you to check out the show that this was based on. It's really good. I encourage you all to run more, because running actually is kind of fun if you like it, you know. Be safe, because running is like the sport with the highest injury rate, I think. And we can be glad that I didn't get injured doing this crazy challenge, because it is kind of crazy. So yeah, maybe start slow. But as always, I'll see you in my next video, and bye, back on my channel.